Qahilal Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rugakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect of this 100% truth. Revelation verse 12, verse 7. And there was a war in heaven. Actually, this is a prophecy that haven't still happened yet to you dumb Christians, okay? And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. This prophecy haven't even happened yet. These dumb Christians really believe that Michael and Satan, fought, have a battle in heaven, and that Satan was called Lucifer, and that he was cast out. Michael beat his ass, with his angels, and the dragon, which they call the demon Satan, okay, because I think this dragon that he's talking about is the demon Satan. It's not, okay, he's not talking about the demon Satan. The demon Satan is in the book of Job, and he's in the left hand side of the Heavenly Father, and he obeys what the Heavenly Father tells him to do, okay. The Heavenly Father actually controls Satan, okay. Satan follows orders, okay, and Satan is in heaven. You go read the book of Job, and you will see it that he was never cast out of heaven, actually. And these dumb Christians really believe that Satan, we took 1/3, I believe, of angels from heaven. That's what they said. That is not in the scriptures, but that's what they want to believe. That's what they said. And they said that Satan, and his angels, which are the demons, lost, But let me tell you the true breakdown of this. Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai, which is the only begotten Son of the Most High, which this world generally calls Jesus Christ. His true name in ancient Hebrew is Yahweh Shai, okay? He gonna come back, okay? He gonna come back, and he gonna bring destruction to this world. And he gonna be the king of this world, because he's the King of Kings, okay? Basically, he's the firstborn of every creature. And all things were created by him and for him, okay? But he's the only begotten Son. Don't get confused, the Heavenly Father is God, okay? His true name is Yahweh, okay? So anyways, but the thing is, Yahweh Shai not gonna come alone, Yahweh Shai not gonna come to destroy this world by his own. He gonna have his angels too. And what is the leader? What is the most powerful angel? Michael. The archangel Michael. And the archangel Michael, he gonna help Yahweh Shai, because he is under, he's in a lower level than Yahweh Shai. So he gonna help Yahweh Shai with his angels, they're gonna come in the chariots, actually. The chariots are the so-called UFOs, those are angels inside of it. If you read the book of Ezekiel, first chapter, verse 14, and I believe to the 20th, or I think it keeps going, but Ezekiel, 1:14, it clearly says, how Ezekiel, watch, these angels, because, these living beings, in a wheel, inside of a wheel, So, I mean, it's about the scriptures. Those are the chariots of the Lord, okay? At least they're armies of him. Now, I mean, to prove it, let's go to the book of Ezekiel, okay? To the book of Ezekiel. And the living creatures ran and returned as the appearance of a flash of lightning. And also I beheld the living creatures. These living creatures are angels, okay? Behold, one wheel upon the earth by the living creatures. Yeah, it was a wheel. And the so-called UFOs, the fly, in heaven, that the fly, in the air, basically, are wheels, basically, with his four faces, the appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of a beryl, and they four had one likeness, and their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel. Yes, The so-called UFOs is as a wheel in the middle of a wheel. Those are the armies of the Lord. All about these creatures. It's not aliens, okay? Aliens don't even exist, all right? There's something fake created by Esau, by these Edomites who control this world, these devils, okay? When they went upon their four sides and they turned not when they went. As for their rings, yes, because it's also rings in the so-called UFOs, because it's a wheel. They were so high that they were dreadful, and their rings were full of eyes round about them. For yes, these are angels, and these wheels are so powerful that it has angels inside of them. It has big eyes, basically. So I mean, that is the appearance, of these so-called UFOs. It's also like, for example, it's like. I mean, wait a minute. And when the living creatures went, the wheels went by them. And when the living creatures were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up. Just like you see. So yeah, this is all about these creatures, It's a wheel in a wheel, okay? That's the chariots of the Lord, okay? Ezekiel clearly saw those chariots, which are the so-called UFOs. And he clearly saw angels inside of them. Those are the living creatures. So now that I proved my point, let's come back what I was saying. Michael, what gonna help Yahweh Shai, okay? We show Christians in radicals Jesus Christ. Michael gonna help him with his angels, and they're gonna be in these chariots, in these so-called UFOs of the Lord. They're gonna be inside of them, and they're gonna throw missiles, fire and brimstone, to bring this everlasting destruction to America, which is Babylon the Great in the ancient world, okay? So I mean, and who is the red dragon? Who is that red dragon? That dragon is Esau. Esau was red. Esau was a red skin color man. Which is what they call today so-called white. These top banking families, the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, the ones you call Illuminati. On the government and all those things. Those are Edomites who are ruling in this world in wickedness, in evil. But when Yahweh Shai comes, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, the true name of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, they're going to establish their righteous kingdom world. And we're going to rule over them and above the other nations, okay? And we're going to put them in slavery for 1,000 years, okay? They're going to pay the double for what they did to us, all right? Oh, but the scriptures, man. So, I mean, Esau, it's not talking about the demon Satan. This prophecy haven't even happened yet. Esau, which is actually the wicked, and his angels. What are his angels? His angels are his allies, his other Edomites group, his are Edomites members. So these Edomites gonna be in their airplanes, their militaries, because they had airplanes and militaries which throw missiles too, They had these militaries on the air, they had their own armies, to fight in war, to do battles and wars, So I mean, they're gonna fight when they see those chariots coming down from the earth, from the sky. It's gonna be many thousands of those chariots, and they're gonna lie to us saying, oh, those are aliens. And they're gonna come in their militaries, they're gonna come in their airplanes, in their own armies, and they're gonna try to fight them. They're gonna try to battle them, but they're gonna lose because the chariots of the Lord, those so-called UFOs, cannot be destroyed. Okay, so they're gonna lose a battle. That is why that is the true definition of this prophecy. It's all about the scriptures. Okay, I'm not lying to you. It's not talking about the demon Satan. Was cast out of heaven, and Michael kicked him out, and now that they rebel against the Most High. Look, angels cannot rebel against the Most High because they were created as perfect beings. They cannot commit sin like us. Okay, that's something you need to understand, dumb Christians. But anyways, let's keep reading. And prevail not, there was their place found anymore in heaven. You see, this is where the Christian says, oh, you see, Satan was cast out of heaven. Well, if Satan was cast out of heaven, why in the book of Job it says that Satan is in heaven, And he actually tempted Job, He actually was trying to tempt Job. Or actually, no, he was not trying to tempt Job, but to attack him, and the Heavenly Father gave him permission, but he told him to not kill Job. And Satan obeyed, the demon Satan obeyed. So the demon Satan is in heaven in the left hand side of the Heavenly Father, in the sinister side, not in the right hand, in the right side. Because in the right hand side is the angels, is the elect of Israel. It's Yahweh Shai, so just some examples on there. So what he's talking about in heaven is talking about in this place of earth, on the earth, in the air, flying in the air with the militaries and the chariots coming in the air, having the battle and the war, and the great dragon was cast out, yes, and the old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world, he was cast out into the earth, So yeah, he will be with these militaries in the air, and then when he loses the battle, he's gonna get destroyed with the fire and brimstone, and he's gonna be cast out down to the earth. Okay, and his angels were cast out with him. Yes, all those militaries they're gonna be all destroyed. Okay, and I hear a loud voice saying in heaven, "Now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of His Messiah, which is His true name is Yahweh Shai." Okay. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. I want to keep reading, because it's something that says, so I will. It's actually in the book of Revelation. Okay, so now. Revelation 22. That was a scripture I tried to find out. Revelation 20 verse 2. Let me see how many time I had. Okay, I still had like 2 minutes. And he laid hold on the dragon, the old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him with him 1,000 years. These Christians really believe this is talking about Yahweh Shai, which they ordinarily calls Jesus Christ, bounding down the demon Satan, and then after 1,000 years, he gonna come back. No, that's not what he's talking about. You're all dumb. You are truly dumb. That's like a fairy tale, okay? This is talking about the Edomites, okay? Esau, Edom, these devils, they're gonna be bound in 1,000 years because they were called the beasts. The Lord called them beasts, called them the devil, called them Satan. Satan, devil, basically means an adversary, an adversary, which is against the Heavenly Father, against the Bible, okay? The Lord called them serpent because the old serpent in the Garden of Eden was Esau, okay? And all these things, they're going to be put in slavery, paying the double for 1,000 years in the kingdom. After that, they're going to be delivered, but to die forever, Obadiah 1:9. And the mighty man, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that everyone of the mount of Esau might be cut off by slaughter for thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be covered off forever. Like you see on here, we Israelites, Jacob represents the Israelites. He is the father of Israel. So we are Israelites on here. So we in the kingdom of heaven, after those 4,000 years putting them in slavery, they're gonna be delivered for what? Because we're gonna destroy them. We're gonna burn them up with fire and brimstone, and none remain of the house of Esau shall live. None remain of the house of Esau. Not even one Edomite, not even one Esau Edom gonna live. They're gonna be cut off. They're gonna be destroyed with fire and brimstone forever. They're gonna be consumed, and they're not gonna exist anymore. In the earth, they're not gonna exist anymore forever. You're gonna go there and you're not gonna see them. It's like if they never exist, and we're gonna be laughing at them. Because they're gonna be cut off forever. Okay, we Israelites gonna destroy them in the kingdom. Our righteous judgment and everlasting destruction. That proves that only the Israelites go earn salvation. It's over the scriptures, man. The Lord loves Jacob, but He hated Esau. Romans 9 and verse 13. So hope you get edified. All praises to the Most High Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruach HaKodesh, Barakatam.